Okay guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to export your Fusion 360 file so that we can open that file here on our own computers and help you with the manufacturing process. It's pretty straightforward, so let's get straight into it. Here I have a model on the screen, and I'm just going to go up to the file menu here, and then you'll see here we have an export option. Click export and make sure you name the file correctly. Remember, we are using a naming convention for our design projects, and the naming convention is your homeroom underscore full name underscore the name of your project. So in my case, this is a table. The material you need, the thickness. This table is all going to be manufactured from 6mm wood, and that's a good name there. So make sure that the type is a Autodesk Fusion archive file. You can see there it is asterisk star F3D, and then check the location where you're going to save it to. So for the time being, I am going to save it to the desktop, and then I'm going to move it. So click export, and that's it. It's exported. Okay, just to make sure that we have access to it, your task is to then go to Google Classroom, and then you'll see we have a formative assignment, and your task is to then attach that file to this assignment as well. So if you have a look here, a few people have handed in this assignment, and if I look at one classmate here, we have a file here, a link to the public file, and this particular student here, we have also that Fusion file that's been added, which is great, and so that's where we're going to add it. So you, the most recent version of your file, you'll need to attach here. So thanks to these classmates who have already attached their files. Of course, if you've made changes, you'll need to remove the one that's here and update it with the latest version that you export. Okay, so that's the first thing to go over in this video. The second thing is your drawings. So this particular project I do have a drawing for. We've been learning how you can create drawings to aid a manufacturer in their manufacturing process. The manufacturer for you is myself and Mr. Chan, and so drawings are very useful to also support seeing the model. So here my drawing is loading. It's normal for it to take a little bit of time. It is, after all, coming from the cloud. And if you just have a look at this drawing for a moment, you can see here I have a presentation view on this side, and I have all the crucial measurements that are needed to manufacture this particular product. And so, sorry about that. And so you can see here, I've included all the critical measurements here. So you want to go over there, over your product and your design, make sure you have added in those measurements. Also, this box down here, if you double click it, you can add other types of notes for us down here. So for example, you might put a note in here for the, let's say, technical reference. For example, we might put them here for the technical reference by double clicking it, wood 6mm, okay, and that is just another way that you can help us with your file, the manufacture of your file. We also looked at last class the use of this text tool in drawings. You might also point out things that we need to pay attention to using that text tool. So anyway, once you have all your measurements, once you have everything laid out and it makes sense, and you've got notes, then you're ready to output to PDF. Okay, so you can see here you've got different ways to output, and we'll just choose the PDF method. And so you get a little box that comes up here. You know, if you have a product that has multiple sheets, then you have an option here to select them, but we have just one, and you don't need to open it once you've exported it. So you can go ahead and click OK, and then you should reuse the naming convention, okay, that you saw me just demonstrate earlier. I'm going to put it on the desktop for now. I'll click Save, and then once you have outputted the PDF file, you can then do the same thing. You can add it to the classroom assignment here. Okay, so two things to add into the assignment to help us manufacture your game. That is your most recent version exported of your Fusion 360 file and a PDF output of your drawing. Okay, that will conclude our project. Looking forward to seeing all of your wonderful work.